Morning. Thanks for listening to that track. That was just released this morning. It is a remix of a track off of my last album, Moonlit Orphans. That track was called Model Earth in honor of Earth Day today. And it was remixed by a viewer actually on this Twitch channel, and also someone I've known virtually for a bit, being part of the Vince Clarke and Erasure, I don't know, I guess you call it fan club. Do they call it fan clubs anymore? Not sure. At any rate, that was remixed and remastered by Xavier Guillot, who hails from France. And I'm stoked because I'll be spending some time in Paris this summer. And I'm hoping to also have a few performances set up in the middle of a few talks and opportunities. Right now you're hearing the 303. That's the other thing that's happening right now. I'm expecting a delivery of a new TT303. Hopefully there won't be any issues with that. The other one is, well, I don't want to point the camera because it's a big mess over there, but the other one is boxed up, ready to be shipped back to Detroit Modular. And yeah, so I may have to be running down to my mailbox in just a second when they call. So I'm going to keep my phone close by. Because of course with music equipment, they want you to sign for it, which is definitely a good thing. I've had music equipment stolen before on delivery. That's for another day though. So how's everything going? Let's see, what do we have here? Let me just make sure everything is working, because I'm not sure if this, oh, I see. Sorry, that was a duplicate post here on Twitch. You could listen to that at the end. But what I wanted to do was come up with a track today in honor of Mother Earth on Earth Day today. So today's theme is very simple. Aloha, Deli MVCO. Thanks for swinging by. Hey, so I have a new release that just came out. It's a remix with someone I think you've said hi to before on this channel, Xavier Guillot. It's called Model Earth, and it's the Sunglow mix. So the original version was on my album last year, and he remixed it, and I think it's a great dance floor anthem in honor of Mother Earth here. So take a listen to that on your favorite streaming platform if you get a chance, or if you're interested. But yeah, today let's go ahead and start off. And since we accidentally triggered the 303, let's start off with the 303 bass line. And I think hugs, maybe not at 120, but I'm thinking a hug at maybe 110 beats per minute. Let's see, I am going to also select a new pattern. Let's see. Let's just have a 4 on the floor for right now. Who knows, we may or may not keep it. sounding kind of cool. Let's keep that. So let's stick with this same related sequences. Okay, let's take these four. And I want to put them in order of density. So this is the order we're going to have to do this in. Okay. I'm going to do my favorite thing, which is just extend this one beat to give it a little bit of polyrhythm. So, and then we're going to also have to figure out what scale we're in. Let's just stick with a good old minor. And it looks like we're in G. So let's just stick with that. Why do these sound similar? I don't have my scale on, do I? Okay. Okay, that's a good one. What do you guys think? Okay, on to the next one. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to major. Okay, and finally the one with 16 notes. I like how this sounds, so I'm not going to change too much. I like that slide too. Okay, let's keep that. Do we feel like we're hugging a tree? Maybe not yet. Maybe though, by the time we add some delay, just for kicks, you know, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna record all of this in with a delay. Let's just get everything in the way we want to hear it. The other thing I'm going to do is we're going to add, let's add this devil lock. By the way, Deli MVCO, how was that Devilfish mod that you were going to play around with? Maybe it's a little bit too much. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and just start recording these in. And then this is going to be the basis of our entire track. Oh, the other thing I want to make sure, yeah, we're at buffer size of 128. Perfect. And this is funny because this plugin is introducing a little bit of noise. But I'm going to go ahead and use session on here, and we're just going to record. Okay, next one. Next one. Last one. There we go. Okay, there we go. You like the sound, but not the feel of the knobs. Oh, the really short one. Oh, wait. You were using the TT303 version 1, right? The version 2, I think people like version 1 better because it actually felt and looked like a 303, but I heard they got in trouble with Roland, so that's why they had to change the form factor. I don't know if Behringer got in trouble too. I mean, they're probably always in some sort of legal trouble, but the version 2 has really stubby knobs, and they're kind of recessed into the machine slightly. And I'm looking over this way because I have my old one boxed, but the new one is supposed to be coming any minute now. So that's why I have my phone here, and it may even happen during this broadcast, in which case we could do a little unboxing as well. Yeah, so hey, I'm liking the feeling of all of these 303s, and so now I know we're in G minor, so that makes things a lot easier. And let's see if we can. Let's see, since we're. Let's see, I'm going to use that same patch that I used yesterday. Well, with modular, it's a similar patch. It's never really going to be the same. So I'm going to patch rings into beads, and I'm having the ornament in crime. The ornament in crime should be. There we go. So the ornament in crime is now sequencing this. Let's see if we can get something in our scale. Maybe something like this. Let's try a different algorithm. I don't know. Actually, this is kind of atonal anyway. Let's go ahead and just record this in. Something's happening. There we go. It's very sparse. Oh, it's very slow now. I don't know, this might not work. Ooh, nice. Take a picture of that patch. And let's have a listen on your next broadcast. Alright, that's probably enough. I'm not quite sure what's happening over here. You know what I'm gonna do with this? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring in a resonator. Keep it in G. And I think I'm just going to loop this right here. Add some delay. Let's just add some harmonics. Hey Xavier. Everybody say hi to Xavier, who is the remixer and mastering engineer for today's release of our remix of Model Earth in honor of Earth Day. Aloha, Xavier. Very exciting. I haven't been able to do any kind of marketing or sending it to any blogs or anything, which is what I normally like to do with new releases, but it was a fun project, and I think there are a couple bloggers that I have that I like talking to, and playlisters that I enjoy talking to. So I'm gonna hit them up over the weekend and see if they can maybe include the mix or have a listen and see if it'll fit any of their playlists. This is maybe, I don't know about this. Okay, you know what? I decided this is a little bit too robotic to be something that's supposed to sound, in my mind, for today's theme, a little more organic. So let's switch up the modular drone. So instead of using rings, which definitely has a digital feel to it, let's take a listen. Let's try and make a nice drone in G. Oh, sorry. Let me close my door real quick. wife is working from home today, so I forgot. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's find the right pitch. Got a tuner in here. C, let's get down to G. Here we go. This is with modulars very hard to get on to the right. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this going. This right here is a good sweet spot for a drone. I hope we can all earn enough money with our music eventually. But you know, music these days doesn't make a whole lot of money, so you have to be in it for the love. Yeah, this is nice right here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring it down to our original setting or thereabouts so we can loop this. Okay, yeah, it's a short loop. Let's get this to complex. Add a little bit of resonance. Yeah, you hear it, gives it a little bit of a growl. That's even too much. There we go. You know what? I'm thinking we just we stick with this 4 on the floor vibe. Yeah, something like that. How about 909? Let's see what this snare on this kit sounds like. Okay, yeah. All right. Maybe this open hat has to be a 707. Just to stay with the same kit. There we go. All right, and I want this this bass. Yeah, right now we're using a 606 kick, which is a little bit well, it's not our 707 kick, but I like how it sounds. Everything else is at such a loud level. There we go. We need to tame these levels a bit. Hey, hold on one second. Deli MVCO, I am gonna save right now. Since we got our, let's see, we're just in G minor, right? G minor, we are at 110, and you are hugging a tree. Hold on a second. Hey, you guys. If you guys could hold on for one second. It said that my package arrived and it was left with an individual, but nobody got it. So I'm gonna play the new track, Xavier, right now, and um, and I'm gonna go check what's going on. Great job, Xavier, with this remix. Hey, I have a quick question. How do you like Massive X? I have the regular first version of Massive. In fact, since you brought that up, let's fire that up. But not after we do a really quick, simple unboxing. All right. So that was Model Earth, just released this morning, and it was remixed by someone who is on this chat right now, Ayakano, right there. So I'm gonna do a quick unboxing. It's not super exciting because all it is a replacement, but you know, if any of you guys, well, especially mostly stateside, want to order from Perfect Circuit. So I ordered my original one from Detroit Modular, who is my preferred vendor because they just have such great service. Perfect Circuit's great too, and both of them will ship to Hawaii for free, which is great. I know they both ship internationally too. But anyways, so with Perfect Circuit, you get a little sticker. And like most modular places, they give you a pack of candy, Swedish fish in this case. I usually end up just tossing them because I'm trying to watch my diet. And yeah, everything is packed nicely. And let's see. So it's the new TT303 over here. And it's nothing that you haven't seen before, again, because it's simply a replacement. The great thing, though, is I get this box that I can send everything back in. All right. So I'm just going to bring everything over here where the old one was and follow all the instructions. You know, actually, one thing I want to do is I'm going to take a picture because when I box everything else back up, I want it to be somewhat exact. So I'm going to take a few pictures. Actually, you know what? This is going to be my reference video, so I don't need to do that. So plastic on the outside. The great thing about Cyclone Analogic is that all of their gear, well, they don't have too many pieces of gear, but they all come with their own case and full on deck saver right here, as you can see, which is just so great. I think all synth manufacturers should come equipped with one. 2916. Let's see. And yeah, little power supply. Of course, your manual. So it's all things seen before. In fact, I got it in the same color. For some reason, the black ones were on sale. I hope that doesn't mean that the black ones had a manufacturing defect, the one that I had. But let's go ahead and fire this up. But let's listen to what we have so far. Well, we already made a made our acid line, but we certainly add another line in here, and I'd like to at least test everything out. Right. The only thing I need to do is exchange the MIDI cable and the output cable. All right, and let's go ahead and turn this on. Yes, we have okay, so I just want to do a quick filter sweep. The thing is that I'm gonna have to change some MIDI settings because I like all of my acid type machines to be on channel 6, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the TT303 is, but of course we've got all of our what's going on here? Oh, that's what it is. External effect? Why did it Echo Boy Jr.? Why did turning these up? I don't know why I need to have that double lock to hear anything. We don't need this external effect either. Oh, that's why, because that thing... It's sounding a-okay to me. So, yeah, it definitely was a faulty unit. That's so crazy to me. Anyway, let's back at the task at hand. So we're not using the bass bot. We're actually using the TD3 in this case. I'm going to All right. So since Xavier, we talked about Massive X. Did you say anything about him? Yeah, Massive X. I don't have Massive X, but I have Massive, the original version, and it used to be one of my favorites. It definitely has its place in, I think, electronic music history. It's such a great synth, and I think Massive X also took it to another level. So the cool thing about Massive X, sorry, Massive, just a regular Massive. Oh, heat problems. Thanks. That's true. You know what's so funny? Well, I have my TR6S also with this on, but this doesn't run super hot. But that's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and keep all of these aside, not on the interface as well. Thanks. So the cool thing about Massive is that you've got 3 oscillators. And you could turn them on and off. You've also check out all of these different waveforms that you could put on each of the oscillators. So it could it's a very diverse plugin. So right now the default is like this square saw 1, but look, you've got virtual analog, where you got a pulse saw, pulse width, pulse saw sync. This is a bit, I would say, a little bit like the Pro one. You've got all of your basic waveforms. I mean, they have additive, sine harmonic, woody, which is crazy. And look at all of these. You have analog, electric, oscillator types. You have all of these digital hybrid types, which goes into like, you know, wavetable type territory. It's not a wavetable synth per se, but you can just see, even just looking at the oscillator section, it is very, very diverse. The other cool thing is that you have a lot of different modulation options and envelope options, and you can have these envelopes. Say, for example, if you want this envelope 1 to affect filters, you have 2 filters too, but to affect filter 1, all you have to do is drag this envelope 1 over to your filter. And I don't have a filter selected, but it'll modulate that filter just using, and you have all these routing options. So it's very, very what would you say? Very diverse synthesizer. So I would say even, oh, and here we go. Since this is a newish computer, none of my presets are here, so I would have to actually look for those. And I usually like to start with a preset. So rather than starting from scratch and programming this and having this become a 2-hour sound design session, I'm gonna put in complete control, and we'll still have the same interface, but I'll have access to all of my presets. All right, so here we go. And now all I have to do, and this is a great thing about complete control, is that you have access to all of the ones that have the NKS. Let's see, where is Massive? Drums and percussion. Synthesizers, here we go. Here's Massive. So let's go ahead and what do we want? Let's find some bass. Let's go through some of these presets and actually let's find a let's use an arpeggiated pattern. Let's see. Sequenced. You guys hear these presets? See, because you have 3 oscillators, you can also create these multi-timbral patterns, including those kick drums. Let's try this. So, wait. Oh, do I not? Maybe I don't think I'm able to use the whole. Oh, okay. Edit. No? I guess I can't use the full massive plugin, unfortunately. Shoots. Unfortunately, I can't even use the full interface. I don't know why. It's kind of, this one's kind of similar to our current patch. I don't even know why it's not in tune. I never expected to have issues with the plugin. Let's figure out our scale, because I'm starting to think we might not even be in the right scale. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring in our bass line. It adds something a little different. Let's have this real heavy bass line to represent the trunk of the tree that we're hugging. Okay, I'm gonna put massive aside because I just realized I don't know enough about it to figure out how to do that. Wait, not yet, no. Let's see how our loop point sounds. Yeah, well, I forgot I added some release to that. So, let's see. Take that back, I don't want echo. Some micro pitch, and we can add a little bit of echo to it as well. Oh yeah. It's pretty dense. There's not a lot of attack, but it's okay. I think it goes along pretty well with our
Okay, so let's just come up with like a little pattern using this. We're just going to use the preset. We might play around with some of the settings that we have here, but again, I don't think I have access to the full massive. I thought I would though. You know, if you double clicked on this, you should be able to, but apparently not. Oh, there we go. I guess you have to click on the plus. That makes sense. Okay, so that's sounding really off. These are not synced. So what I'd like to do here is we'll sync that up. How about we go like this? Just make this a 4-bar loop. Let's see how this will sound. No, let's multiply that by 2. And instead, this is what we're going to do. So right now you see, this is the sequence these are like sequence envelopes that's being, this number 5 is being sent to the amp envelope. So you can, everything is represented by digits over here. And look, like I could even change, I'm gonna change some of these oscillators. Give it a totally different feel. Let's use this one. So actually, this is a step sequencer right here. and I'm just going to record this in. Okay, so I only wanted just one pass at that. Let's see how this darn, I should have done 16 bars of this. 32. No, forget it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna make it work. We are going to add another delay to this. At the risk of making this kind of too washed out. Yeah. Something like that. Let's see. I'm liking this patch right here. Okay, so we got kind of a long sequence here. Let's see, where did we start? I love Jean-Michel Jarre. I don't know if it's going to happen, but uh, he's been doing a lot of those outdoor concerts in Paris. I don't think there's anything scheduled this summer, but man, I would love to catch a show. I know he did one. He did that great virtual concert for Notre Dame to raise money for the fire, and that was just incredible. let's just record this in. Oh, thanks. Save. All right, let's just record this in as is, because I realized I also have, first of all, I got to go return the TT303. I got to head to the post office before it gets super crowded. And I also have pickup duty today. So this should be our last element. And we'll record in the drum parts. And Deli MVCO, just for you, we're gonna go onto the radio. And yes, Xavier and I have, he's known as Ayakano here. Here on the forum, we released a remix today of one of my tracks called Model Earth from the last record. And Xavier put his own touch on the remix. I feel like it's a great dance floor anthem dedicated to Mother Earth. And anyway, have a listen if you get a chance. Let's record this part in. I can do double duty actually. I'm going to also record in the MIDI. There we go. And we got our drums in at the same time. So double duty for sure. It's this drum is pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Just an 8-bar loop, and I think that will suffice for today's jam. Let's see, anything else? Make sure that, yeah, so we got our lead,
Yeah. And I think what really is going to shine is the very first element that we worked with, which was the distorted TT30, TT303, TD3 acid. Um, and yeah, thanks also for coming along on my errand down to the mailbox to pick up the new TT303. At any rate, let's turn on the radio.
Metropolis 4320. Thanks, mister. Goodbye.
It's another episode of Superman. I guess I've been playing a lot of Superman recently.
Oh, Mr. Kent doesn't answer. Oh, jeepers, what'll I do? Just gotta talk to him. I've gotta tell him about Tommy before it's too late. Come on, Mr. Kent, answer your phone. Please answer.
Desperately, Chuck Riggs tries again and again to reach Clark Kent, but in vain. Meanwhile, the truck carrying Tommy Lee and the hooded mobsters has crossed the Metropolis River to the wooded shores beyond. It is now lumbering down a narrow, little-used hill road whose shoulders drop away sharply into leafy darkness.
That little kid's family will certainly beat it out of town after this, Matt. Yeah. Think you can get me Lee's job in the health department then? Sure I can. Just leave it to me.
Hey, come back here, kid! Grab him! The kid's getting away!
What's the matter?
They're getting away!
Get him, Joe, quick!
My slippery as an eel!
Hold him! He's coming out of the truck! Hold him! He's gone!
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! After him, everybody!
It's a little too intense for me, but I do like the
hooded men stretch
right
out
here.
in a long line and work their way slowly downhill through the thin woods. Their victim, Tommy Lee, crouches behind a fallen log at the edge of the swift-running river. His forehead is beaded with sweat, and he hugs his throbbing right arm, broken in the leap from the truck. Locking his teeth to prevent his crying out in pain, his heart hammers wildly as he hears his relentless pursuers draw closer and closer.
They're coming closer and closer.
This one has crickets in the background.
They do.
See him yet, Will? Not yet. I'm a watch sharp or come to the river. He must be around here someplace.
Gosh, they're all around.
I don't want the
They'll find me, sure.
crickets.
They'll kill me.
Keep your eyes peeled, Joe.
We'll get the little punk any minute now. Oh, there's the river. He must be right in here somewhere. I'll give him an extra coat of tar for this.
Creepers, here they come. They'll find me now, sure. Well, they didn't have this broken arm. I could try to swim.
Let's try another
I've gotta go in the
station
river
now.
Anyhow. It's my only chance.
Actually, let's see if there's anything on C-SPAN.
Engaging in insurrection or rebellion against the United States. But somebody who voluntarily joined can be. On page 7, he takes.
This looks like
begins to consider.
I think
Uh,
Marjorie Taylor Greene is on trial right now. So this must be from
the
that.
question of whether persons may have engaged in rebellion without having actually levied war or taking up arms.
Let's take
in
this.
that regard, that, for instance, people in the War Department of the Confederacy did engage, even though they didn't literally take up arms. We then go to why
I don't know.
Civil officers are not covered. People that just run the government.
Jeez, there's nothing
maintain
really
peace,
that's.
do perform civil functions. They're simply not.
Yes! There! Mr. Springer, there!
What? Well, what do you know? A book.
Is there any evidence that
Experience is the best.
My best friend, Tom Jervis.
I'm just listening to like some old ones that I've
He phoned
done.
in. First, he gave me all the dope on the funeral.
Is there any? There's any speech or any
environment, anything. You know what I have? Let me see if I could find it on here. Okay, so Xavier, this is perfect. So so for Model Earth, on my live version of Model Earth, I've got Greta Thunberg, the environmental activist from Sweden. I'm not quite sure how old she is now, but when she came on the scene, she was like maybe 12 or 13 years old.
My message is that we'll be watching you.
So I've got her speech here, the famous one that she gave to
This
the
is all
UN.
wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. As young people for hope.
This will be good because she's talking about the Earth. So let's go ahead and use Greta Thunberg. And just so you could kind of hear what that would sound like, Xavier. Because my live set is not yet ready for prime time. I mean, I could play it one of these days. But what you can hear is...
My message is that we'll be watching you.
This is just kind of a preview of what that would sound like.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my childhood with your empty words. And yet I'm one of the lucky ones.
So it kind of sounds like this.
Suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction. All you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
Actually, the timing's pretty good.
For more than 30 years, science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away? And come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. No matter how sad and
Anyways, so that is the that's the premise of the live version. But for this exercise, we will also use the same sample, maybe stretch her out a bit, and just put some of the her key phrases in the right spots. So we did listen to the radio, but we didn't use anything. And you can see I have her, her speech is quite long. And I think, oh no, I did not warp it. So let's listen to all the parts that we have. Okay, so that's our drum track.
My message is that we'll be watching.
And in fact, let's add a little bit of a different echo to this.
My message is that we'll be watching you. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my...
Let's keep this rather dry, because I want her words to come through. This is our lead, so I'm gonna write that in. Actually, so for the drums, let me go ahead and put 6-06. I'm also gonna put another one there, just so I know what drum kit I'm using. So we've got our lead. This one's just called Prophet Lead, Prophet 6194 lead. Pro 1 bass line. Uh, 303A, 303B, C, and D. And then we've got our drone. And we'll be able to, I'm just going to call this Beads drone. And then finally, let me delete this one. Let me save also Deli MVCO. This is our massive ARP. This one I'm going to color navy blue because that looks like, well, it looks like my base now. Gray, because that looks like, it's not even gray, purple, but okay. So we don't have too many tracks, or, you know, that's, not to say that's good or bad. In fact, I like listening to tracks that are more sparse. I tend to like keep adding layers and layers, and that's not necessarily the best thing. Let's go with our formula of having our first break at bar 24. I promise one of these days I'll change this up. We did a little bit yesterday. Break 1. Oh, shoot. So you know what we did? This is 9 bars. So okay. Again. Did I put in any... I don't think I had any claps in here. Shoots. Where's my clap? Yeah. Our next break will be here. This will be a nice long break, and then we'll bring it back in, and then I think we can finish up our song. Yeah, we'll be formulaic today. I'm thinking we start off. Oh, look at that. Some claps, and then it says open hats, but it's actually let's bring this over here. Then maybe we'll add some closed hats and some of these. Let's see if I can do any. I was getting those weird. Looks like my send and returns are doing okay. I've been having some problems with that. Yeah. We want to also make sure we have enough room for all of these fun yeah, this is what we'll do. And then we'll bring it back to B. Let's see how this will work out. Okay. And for now, let's just keep Greta Thunberg going throughout.
And fairy tales. My message is that we'll be watching you.
I want to get this clapping out though. We don't need these.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up. You all come to. My message is that we'll be watching you.
How about this?
My message is that we'll be watching you.
How about this? Okay, I'm going to add a utility here, and then we're just going to fade in that distorted 303. Oh, Wikipedia. I'm going to have to look that up, Xavier. That is what we're going to do.
Shouldn't be up here. My message is that we'll be watching you. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? Stop my feelings. I'm tired of empty words. And yet I want arguments. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire parking systems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction. Talk about demonic and fairy tales of the time people will grow. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us. Where in sight? You say you hear for more.
Okay, so there's a little bit too much delay going on here.
For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing
Let's add
enough
some reverb.
when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. You say you...
Let's see.
For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear.
No, that's a little bit too much, but maybe the bass line?
People. For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. No matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe.
Oh, I know. Let's see. Let's see what it sounds like with this in there as well.
For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear.
Oh, yeah.
How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough.
Oh, yeah. How about this?
And solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. No matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe.
I'll have a little bit of a snare roll over here. Actually, with the hand clap and the snare drum coming in.
Politics and solutions. Politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. You say,
And then, actually, shoots. I'm gonna have to change these ones a little bit too. Well, let's see. That's fine. Then I want to bring one in here that's a little longer. Maybe we can...
live with the consequences. 67% chance to stay below 1.5 temperature rise. The best on-state flight hypothesis. The world had 420 degrees back on January 1st, 2018. 67% chance to stay below 1.5.
Nah.
67%. 67% chance to stay below 1.5 temperature rise. The best on-state flight hypothesis. The world had 420 degrees. Those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution or the aspects of equity and climate justice. of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable to us, we who have to live with the consequences. To have a 67%.
How about this?
If you really understood the situation. Points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution or the aspect from equity and climate justice. They also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable to us, we who have to live with the consequences. To have a 67% chance to sink below 1.5 degrees temperature rise, the best odds given by the IPCC.
Something like that. Uh-oh, see, look, I'm getting some issues here with this,
How dare you pretend that this can be solved with just business as usual and some technical solutions? And you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. You are failing us. Young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. Are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you.
Stop this right here.
To understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. Are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you.
Something like this. Hey, Sander. Thanks for the raid. Welcome again, raiders. We're just about wrapping up, but I wanted to mention, since I have more eyeballs, Xavier Guillot and I released a track today. Xavier on the chat is known as Ayakano. If you want to say hi, Xavier, please feel free to do so. So he remixed one of my tracks, and we released it today for Earth Day. It's called Model Earth, And yeah, check it out. We had a little listening party at the beginning of the broadcast. And in the middle of the broadcast, when I had to check my mail, yeah, so go back and watch the replay if you want to see a little unboxing. I got to unbox another TT303 that so far it sounds like it's working, and I have to send the other one back right when I get off this broadcast. But yeah, anyways, that's what you missed. Not a whole lot, but more than usual. Is it a flat earth song? I guess it depends on how you interpret it. It is instrumental, so it is open for interpretation. But I did use a lot of 3D modeling in it. So probably not. Email unboxing. I know, actually, we should do VST unboxings. So today, we're using Greta Thunberg's famous speech to the United Nations, and we're just playing it all the way through, taking out some parts. But I like how her voice really shines in here, and I have to say, it's not an original idea. I got that idea from one of my favorite bands, Orbital. Has they did a live track, and they used a lot of her samples, and I just thought it sounded so good. Anyways, flat earth debates aside, we are almost done with this. Let me just go through some of the work that we did. I'm gonna go ahead and come here. This is the main part of the drums. We programmed this on the TR-8S. Actually, you know what? I really like... I don't think I put that on here. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. So that I like that little percussive element. So this is a 707 kick. We've got Greta Thunberg with lots of delay.
For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare...
We've got a little lead that we played with the Prophet 6. We made a bass line and we thickened it up with VSTs, but the original sound came from the Pro 1. We've got a couple of different acid lines, and we programmed this before the TT303 arrived, so this is with the TD3. This is the first line, second line, and it gets progressively more dense. Hey, Cargo Troll, thanks for the follow. Here's the third one. You can see it gets progressively more and more and more dense, and then pattern D is using all 16 steps with a lot of slides and accents. This track right here is a drone that we made just using Bede's internal oscillator, the wavetable oscillator, and I just did the modulation by hand, and this is just a drone in G. And then finally we used Massive because in the remix, Xavier used Massive X. I don't have Massive X, but I just used regular Massive to come up with a little arpeggio. So if you listen to everything in total, or in sum, we get something like this.
This can be solved with just business as usual and some technical solutions.
So at any rate, at this point, hey, spark noise. Wavy waves. Hey, happy Earth Day, everyone. Happy Friday. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, well, I'll keep my mic on for this. I'm gonna do a little bit of light mastering here. I don't know if we got the arrangement totally set, but you know, we've got some pretty interesting parts, and I'm just going to loop this 24 bars right here, and I'm going to open up Ozone 9 and just do a little bit of light mastering with Ozone 9, just so I can post this on SoundCloud. If you like any of these tracks, I post them all on SoundCloud, and then you can go back onto YouTube to see how some of the sounds were made, or which preset I stole. And yeah, it's actually kind of a journal for me too, because sometimes I'll go back to these tracks and say, hey, yeah, I want to release this particular one, and then there are some things that are a little bit off, and then I'll want to redo them, and then I can just go back to the video and see how they were made. Still gigging. Oh man, that's right, it's Saturday for some of you guys. It's only 11 a.m. Hawaii time. So I'm going to do a little cheat mode and use the Master Assist, and we can kind of see. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit for now, because the Master Assistant will also raise the maximizer. Yeah, we'll get the full play. Let's go ahead and start doing that right now. I'm going to use the Master Assist, add a few other effects on there, and then we're going to play it all the way through and record it as a WAV file. Watch your eardrums right here when the maximizer kicks in. And, you know, little things like that. Actually, it looks like I'm running my tracks a little bit hot, so unfortunately, yeah, it pulled it down a bit. So what I like doing is I like adding an exciter and an imager for these tracks, just because it adds a little extra sparkle, and you can see I'm lacking in the high end. So with the exciter, you can actually go in, have the AI listen to this most dense part of the track and give me my crossover points. I like using the tape algorithm. Add some high end. We could A/B test what it's doing. We'll open it up a bit. Add a little bit of distortion on the mids. This is kind of a weird crossover point, but keep it. Oh, the woman on the track is Greta Thunberg.
Global temperature rise. The best odds
It's for
given
Earth
by the
Day today.
IPCC. The world sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So by 50 today.
Let's add some stereo width as well here. And again, I'm going to have it listen to the... It's a similar crossover point. Stereoize it a bit, add some width to the mix. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know, Weaver, it's not a super original idea. I originally got that idea from Orbital. They had this wonderful track a couple years ago that they only performed it live, so I think you can only see it on YouTube. But it's such a fantastic version. I think Underworld also used her in some one of her tracks. Oh, and yes, Xavier. Sorry, I have to do one more plug, but we released the track today on your favorite streaming service. It's a track that I made on last year's album. It's called Model Earth. But Xavier, who's here on the chat as Ayakano, remixed and also remastered it. And so that was released today in honor of Earth Day. So go check it out on your favorite streaming service. Or even if you don't like that streaming service, give it a listen so we can get a few extra plays in there. But anyways, that's my last plug. Let's play this track all the way through. I'm going to be posting this on to SoundCloud, and if you're interested in how any of these elements were made, check the replay. I have archived all the replays on YouTube as well, because I think Twitch only gives the last 14 days or something. Hey, you re-released an album this month? Sander, put the link in there, in the chat. All right, guys. I will turn off my mic, and we'll just play this all the way through, and we're gonna go raid someone. If anybody on the Shrimp Guild is on right now, or is gonna go on, please let me know in the chat, and I'll try and raid you. Otherwise, I'm gonna go through my favorites and see who's on right now. So, aloha from Hawaii. Thanks again to Sander for the raid, and it's great having all you guys here. Aloha. And thanks, Xavier, for hanging out in the chat and talking a little bit about the remix. I'm also going to turn off all of these tracks because I sometimes get noise from these external synths popping through. All right, here we go.
My message is that we'll be watching you. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet, you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of mass extinction. All you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. No matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe. Popular idea of cutting our emissions in 10 years only gives us a 50% chance to stay below 1.5 degrees and the risk of setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond human control. 50% may be acceptable to you, but those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution, or the aspects of equity and climate justice. They also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable to us. We have to live with the consequences. To have a 67% chance of staying below a 1.5 degrees temperature rise, the best odds given by the IPCC. I say we will never forgive you.